It is time for our question of the day. Welcome back, by the way. What's the biggest strain on your mental health right now? That's what we're asking. 52%, more than half of you voting right now are saying politics. Next in line looks like work, 16% saying family. And we've got 11%, which I'm actually shocked about. 11% only are saying social media. Continue to vote at WNDU.com. Now, we asked that question because today is World Mental Health Day. It's meant to raise awareness of mental health issues around the world and to mobilize efforts in support of mental health. To talk a bit more about the importance of this day is Dr. Erin Leonard. She's a psychotherapist and author as well. Always good to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about it. Why is today so important? Why do people need to know about this day?
It's so important because it's everything, right? If we feel good, if we're calm, if we're we can be present, we can be focused. Where our mental health at really determines how we function in the world, how we relate to our loved ones. It really is a big deal.
Yeah, I want to ask you, mental health among youth. We've talked about this so often on this show. It seems to be getting more and more critical. Is that something you're seeing in your field of work as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Are they becoming more outward with that? Are they speaking more about that, do you think?
I think all of the above. Okay. Yeah. So they're complaining a lot of overthinking, spiraling, imposter syndrome. Those are very, very common experiences for, a lot of the teenagers and adolescents and kids. And, the general suggestions are okay. Positive thinking, say nice things to yourself. But sometimes kids need something very specific. So for overthinking, I would say it's really important to kind of detach and look at the big picture.
Gotcha.
And you look at where you started, look how far you've come, look at where you're at right now, the positives, and then look at where you want to go.
Gotcha.
And then for spiraling, it's really important to have kind of a Rolodex of happy memories in your mind that you can just pull out, because believe it or not, when you remember a happy memory, you actually get those endorphins. You feel happy. It changes your emotional state to positive.
Wow, just like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I always suggest funny things that your dog does or funny things that your kids do.
Got it.
And because those are very, very comforting things in your life.
It's cathartic in a way, right?
Yeah.
In a way. So we talked about that. There's a stat by the World Health Organization, WHO. Loneliness and social isolation are key risk factors for mental health. And we're talking about older adults, almost seniors as well. We don't talk about that enough. I think we're now understanding our youth and exactly what they're going through. But we don't talk about the other side as much either. Do I have that correct?
You have it completely correct. Yes.
Do you think that that's something that we can talk about more? And then how do you address that with older people who, not to be funny, they're probably 50 and older. They're like, I've been living life. I know what I'm doing. What am I not doing at this point, right? How do you address that with them?
And I think sometimes when people are feeling socially isolated, it's hard to reach out to a friend. It's hard to reach out to a relative because they don't want to be vulnerable. They're already feeling vulnerable and they don't want to face rejection or just, they don't want to be dismissed. So often if they're feeling that, often it's really nice to go walk in a community park and you're outside and you're seeing people and you're waving and you're saying hello and you feel like you're part of the community. And when you get back, and being outside is really healthy too, it releases endorphins.
Gotcha.
Or even going to a coffee shop that's kind of a busy, and you're out and you're in the world and you're with people, and maybe you're gonna journal, maybe you're gonna take your time, have a cup of coffee and draw, or do something kind of relaxing. But even just going out in the world and being amongst people and saying hello to your favorite barista and seeing the little girl with her mom come in, it can just, you don't have to make yourself vulnerable by trying to connect with someone, and do an activity, but you're out in the world and you're getting those good vibes.
Interaction, it seems like, is so important.
Yes.
And they love that, and I can tell you that's so important. Last question, obviously you're a psychotherapist, so that's important, but what should people do in order to get over the hump? What are some of those affordable, quick things that people can do? And in some cases, we know it's not a quick fix either.
Right.
But what can people do now to adjust and improve their mental health?
I think breathing, and everyone says breathing, but if you really take this test, so you do 6, 7, 8, you breathe in for 6 seconds slowly, you hold for 7, and you breathe out slowly for 8. If you can't get 6 seconds of breath in, you're anxious.
Wow.
And you can feel it in your body. Your whole body is tightening up. So if you do that test and you're like, oh, I'm struggling to get to 4, then you want to do that breathing exercise regularly during the day. And you can use it as a barometer for where your anxiety is at. And it instantly kind of soothes you and relaxes you. And it's something you can do very quickly any time of the day.
You are the best. Dr. Erin Leonard, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've got a lot more to get to. We've got weather included in that. Andrew, hello to you, sir.
Yeah.